This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
My name is Desiree, and I'm a first-generation college student.
I'm Zach. I'm undecided in my major, and I'm a catcher.
This message was sent to you.
$500 down the toilet along with your performance. You are worthless.
Get the hell off the field before you lose me any more money, you sorry
This is wrong.
I'm more than a bet.
Stop harassing college athletes over a bet. Learn more at morethanabet.org.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
This is Beaverville. Come on in.
It's Bob here. I got a question.
I woke up yesterday morning with a spring in my step.
Start later, please.
I could never know what the day was.
Fast forward ahead.
Listen up. The ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy. That was good news.
It is the 24th day of June, 2025. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show. My name is Chris Hockey, and here we are on a Tuesday. Marty Gelder and Johnny Bones on their way in, and lots to get to today. You know, Meat Sauce Paul Lambert is back. That's good news, right? And fun to be had. So let's get it started. Here's Tyler Bowe with some comedy on a Tuesday. If you got the Tuesday tires, come on in. We'll wake up. And I am glad you are here.
I like to dress appropriately, even shopping, like the store that I'm going to. That's when I realized one of my favorite stores to go into is Home Depot. Yeah, because not only do you not have to look nice, like the dirtiest person in there gets the most respect. Nobody thinks you have any skills if you look too nice. But you go in there, you see guys like ripped jeans, covered in drywall dust, he's got sawdust in his hair, paint in his ear. All the other guys are looking at that guy like, that's the guy. I would argue, in fact, if you need help, like don't look for the person in the clean orange apron. Not that you'd ever find him. No, you look for the dirtiest old man in there. That's your guy. You got a project, you're like, hey, sir, excuse me, sir. Hey, what kind of flange do I need for? I'll tell you what kind of flange you need. You're like, I know you will. You're filthy. That's why I asked you. I'll tell you what's wrong with America, too. No. Just the flange. You've done enough.
I'm not a rape.
The finish line is waiting.
Someone's got to step up and be a daddy.
You hear the distant thunder.
The Beezer.
Lightning in your stride.
Sauce is back, and this is the Power Trip Morning Show. It's Tuesday, June 24th. My name's Corey Cove. That's Chris Hockey, and there's Meat Sauce Paul Lambert back from vacation.
Hey, man, how are you?
Hi.
Our big toe.
Well, that's not true at all. I'm more of the small toe.
You're the small toe.
That gets rammed into doorways and stuff. Zach left his computer up. This is the most complicated thing I've ever seen. How do I X out of this?
I don't know.
All right, got it. Yeah, I'm glad to be back. I missed you guys. You guys are great.
Cool.
How was it?
Very nice.
It was probably way better without me, I would guess.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I'm going to disagree. I don't think it was better without you.
Oh.
No.
Did you hear he got genital herpes?
So we landed, we left and we landed, and all of a sudden on Twitter I see Zacho posted, I can't believe I was in Duluth when Hawk got genital herpes. And how many clues did it take him to get it?
Three.
Yeah.
Full on.
Yeah.
Pretty vague.
Yeah.
Got it, though.
Yeah. Good for you, Hawk.
Well, I almost got old Tyler George.
Yeah.
Almost.
He's good, man.
He's very good.
Yeah.
He's good.
How was vacation?
It was wonderful, man. My wife and I had an excellent time. It was super fun. San Diego is probably the most beautiful city in the world. We were in Coronado, which is also outstanding. It was great. Super fun. Went to a Padres game, which was awesome. Those fans are super into that team. That was great.
Just like ours.
Yeah, there were probably 15 people at that game last night. My wife got our son's name tattooed on her.
Really?
Steve?
Yeah, I was too afraid, so I didn't do it.
So I guess you guys are going to keep him then.
Yeah, we are, yeah.
Why didn't you let Chris or myself watch Louis while you were gone? You didn't even offer.
Yeah.
We would have. Maybe together. Who knows?
I'd teach him a few things about life.
Yeah. No, we had his grandma and his aunt watch him.
Oh, like they're better than we are.
I mean...
So they're better at watching Louis than we are.
I mean, I don't know if they're better. You guys did a great job raising your children, so you'd probably be pretty good at it.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Where's the first place you'd take him, Hawk?
Oh, man. The first place I'd take him. Probably to get an oil change.
Yeah.
Show him a few things so he can always have a job. You know, if you can change oil on a car, you can always have a job.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Then I'd take him to get some coffee.
Yep.
That's good for infants.
Yeah.
Well,
wakes them up.
Yeah.
You know, I'd just be
Keeps him regular.
heavy on the cream.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, and then I'd take him to a state fair, county fair, someplace.
Yeah.
Show him what life's all about.
Yep.
On the carny circuit.
Yep.
You know, so he realizes that's a hard life. You know, it's a hard life. So you don't want to be a carny necessarily.
Yeah.
You know, that's a hard life. And then we go by a car dealership and look at some what we would be calling vrooms.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. And I'd test drive the fastest car they had. I'd walk into the dealership and I'd say, "What's the fastest car you got?" And they'd tell me, and then I'd put him in the back seat, not even strap him down.
Wow.
Stomp the gas and show him what life's all about at high speed.
That'd be great.
Yeah. I know you're waiting on me to say I'm going to take him something filthy, but
no, I was hoping you'd say the casino.
Nope, not doing any of that stuff yet.
Well, that's nice.
Not doing that stuff. I'm going to wait till he's another year old.
Yeah, that's nice.
You know, going to wait till his brain develops a little bit.
Yeah.
And then lastly, for the final thing of the night, I'm going to take him to Applebee's and get him a big old crusty nugget.
Oh, that's kind of you.
Yep. And dessert. And then we're going to hit on the waitress and try to get her to come home with us.
Oh, well.
And you didn't even offer.
I don't think my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law took him and hit on any waitresses.
You don't know that,
But I feel bad for him then.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him because how's he going to know how to pick up babes?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
You know, if you're looking for a lady named Flo, you're not gonna get her in a diner where the hell you live.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You got to go to the outskirts.
Yeah.
You got to head on out to lovely Starbuck.
Yep.
Or maybe heading the other way. Maybe you want to go to Worthington.
Oh.
You know, maybe you want to stop on by and find a lady named Horace.
Do you know a lot of ladies named Horace?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You know what they were called in high school, right?
No.
Whorass.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. You think there's any ladies anywhere, Corey, named Sandy Ego?
Oh, that's pretty good.
I don't know. I was going to say my aunt's name is Sandy, but her last name is not Ego.
It'd be cool if it was.
There's Ego Wodum from Saturday Night Live, but that's her first name.
It's her first name.
That doesn't help.
Yeah.
That was absolutely irrelevant.
You think she ever rolled around on the beach and then she would be San Diego?
San Diego, yeah.
You think her real name's Ego?
I don't know. I think so.
That's a good
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let me see if that's her real name.
I'd teach him how to slice up limes.
Yeah, that's a good skill.
Yeah, because he might want to be a bartender.
Yeah, that's a good skill.
For a while.
Yeah. Her name is Ego Bunma. Egobunma.
Oh.
So Ego for short.
Oh.
Ego's better than Ego Benma.
Yep.
When was the last time you had one?
What?
I love Egos.
An Ego.
It's been a long time since I rock and roll with an Ego.
You're missing out, man.
Yeah.
I might eat one.
They still hold up.
They're great.
They're not a Belgian waffle from, Good Day Cafe or something.
Yeah.
I get it. It's a frozen flat waffle, but it doesn't matter. They play.
I'd eat one right now. You got one?
I mean, I don't have an Eggo, but I have a form of a waffle you can eat in the freezer if you want one.
Form of a waffle.
You could try that.
Oh, good for you.
I have one every day.
On the second day,
I'd
probably let Louis sleep in a little bit.
That's nice of you.
Yeah, because he's going to be worn out from the first night.
Yeah.
And then we're going to, because he's going to be missing his mama.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to the T-word bar.
Early in the morning?
As soon as they open.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to catch that first shift where the grandmas work.
Yep. Because you're into that.
Yeah. I want to teach him about stretch marks.
Yeah.
Show him what love's all about.
When do they close?
Which one?
The T-word bar?
Yeah.
Which one?
Probably 2 in the morning.
Any of them.
Yeah, sometimes they close 3, sometimes 4.
So
Depends
when
on-
do they open? Because that first shift on paper does sound like that's the not ideal time to go.
The classy
right?
places wait till 11.
11 a.m.?
Yeah.
I mean, look.
It's the church crowd, right?
Yeah.
After church is over.
Well, no, it's more about the hot dog buffet.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to teach Louis about the hot dog buffet, too, in case he leans that way.
Towards phallic symbols or just eating?
Sure.
Because I believe he's going to lean into the eating.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, no, what?
Deja Vu doesn't open anymore until 8 p.m. So there's
Yeah.
no day shift anymore.
No day shift.
I know, I protested.
Yeah. They close on Saturday morning at 4:30 in the morning. 8 p.m. to 3:30 every day, but Friday and Saturday.
Well,
they're closed on Sunday and Monday, Hawks.
It's the economy, man.
I'm going to let him pick the breasts he wants.
Okay.
That's nice of you.
You know, I think that's enough. That's one thing that they don't let babies do is choose. You know what I mean? They're stuck with
Whatever they get.
what they're given.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm going to let him choose. Get himself a good feeding.
Yep.
As I do with my dad.
You let your dad get a good feeding?
Well, as you famously remember, Chris, we have been to a strip club once where there was a gal that probably could have breastfed.
There's no doubt in my mind that she could have.
There's no way that was your guys' idea.
It was not 100%.
Strangely enough.
No. How weird is that?
If you've been listening to the Power Trip Morning Show for coming up on 25 years, I know this seems hard to believe. But I was there. I saw it. There were 4 of us. 3 of us did not want to go.
Nope.
0% interest in going. And one of the people that had no interest in going was Chris.
Thank you. That's right. I didn't want to go. I wanted to go home.
It doesn't sound believable, but I saw it with my own 2 eyes. Yep. There was a 4-person vote. 3 of us said, absolutely not. Let's get home. This drive is taking forever. And the 4th vetoed all of us and said, I have to stop.
Yeah.
My God.
Oh, yeah. It was aggressive. And it was an absolute waste of time for 3 of us.
Yeah.
And it wasn't hockey.
Nope. Hockey voted a strong no.
Yep.
Yeah.
Please, let's just go home.
If you're just tuning in, you're like, that has to be a different universe.
No,
this is a different.
I mean, it was, almost 20 years ago?
That's part of the
But still.
multiverse.
Yep.
Where Hawk didn't want to go to a strip club.
What year was that? Like 04? 04 or 05? Somewhere in that.
Yeah.
It was the second of the 2 years that the Gophers blew it to Michigan. Right? Because we blew it at the Dome.
That was
And then we went to Michigan and lost in the final minute again. And this is the Michigan trip. So I feel like it was 04 or 05.
See.
Somewhere in that range. Maybe I'm off by like a year.
See, Lawrence Maroney.
How did they lose that game at the Dome?
In 2004, it must have been 04 because in 03 they lost 38-35
at the Dome.
At the Dome.
All right,
We were at that game, too.
Yeah, yes, 100%. Then the next year we drove to Michigan.
And they lost 27-24 to Michigan.
Remember that running back for them was a kid called Hart. Remember that kid?
Mike.
Mike Hart. Yeah. Yep.
He's good.
Then we're going to find a vicious cockfight somewhere.
Maybe on the way back from Michigan.
Yeah.
We can bring Louis there.
Yeah.
Show him how the Gophers play.
Wait, like it's going to be vicious?
Well,
Vicious.
have you ever been to a cockfight?
No.
It's vicious.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show him, quote unquote, how the other half live.
Yeah.
And we're gonna hopefully, well, for his sake, I hope we win some money. 'Cause
Yeah.
boy, do I get angry when we lose money.
So you're going to gamble on that.
Yep. I'm going to let him learn the ways.
Yep.
And then we'll go to bed early that night because the next day is going to be a big one.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Yeah.
So far, you're winning this. Corey has offered nothing.
Well, you haven't asked.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, but I don't. But
I'm
okay,
sorry.
so
I didn't
what would
realize
you
this.
do?
Corey's with us the whole time.
Oh, he is.
He just doesn't talk much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corey's hoping Randy Marsh shows up and does sea magic at the cockfighting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's too much. That's too much.
Yeah, that was over the line.
That's too much.
It's before 6.
Well, when you're watching somebody else's kid, it's not your responsibility, or I would even argue it's not your right to, I don't know, like poison their brain, right?
Yeah.
It's my job is to maintain your values, especially in a small window like that, right? I'm not supposed to brainwash them with the way I think the world works. So let's say, what 4 days, 3-4 days?
Yeah.
Right?
3, yeah.
So I would say for those 3 or 4 days, we're going to go to Cane's every day and we're going to take him to a card room.
Yeah.
The same way his parents would do.
Yeah.
And then he's going to spend the rest of the time in a 62-degree basement because I want him to live like you guys live.
I mean, his Uncle Dov would take him to play pull tabs.
His Uncle Dov is too busy walking Grandma's marathon.
Yeah.
At least based on the photos. It didn't look like he was moving.
I'm just going to, may I just throw this out there?
Yeah.
Don't leave him with his crazy Uncle Dov, because with that kind of a gambling problem, you might not have a child when you get home.
What if I leave him with his Uncle Peter?
Yeah.
And my cousin Alex.
Well, he won't go.
That idea is just the worst.
Would you offer to hang out? You were going to... I know what you were going to say.
I love it.
Well, your uncle's got big breasts, so he won't go hungry.
Yep.
On the third day,
okay,
we're gonna wake up early and go to the T-word bar again.
Why?
Because he's got to eat. No, I forgot to feed him.
That's the only way you know how to feed him?
I forgot to feed him on day 2.
Well, and Sauce, you know this now about 6 months into this thing. It's key to get a routine.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Infants and toddlers, they need a routine just to I don't
maintain.
Yeah, exactly. You got to let them feel comfortable. So Chris is trying to maintain that that routine. That's critical, even in a small window like that.
And then I'm going to put him on the back of my motorcycle. I'm going to make him ride, bitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
No helmet.
Yep.
Well, either of you aren't wearing helmets, right? Because it looks cooler.
We need a tan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's so pale right now. Yeah. I wanted to bring down my cool level.
You got to be cool, man.
And we're going to ride to a Buck Cherry concert.
Oh,
and then they go, oh, don't you start. And it doesn't matter where the concert is. It could be in, it could be in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, or it can be in Nisswa, Oklahoma.
Yep.
It don't matter. We'll find Buck Cherry on the road because I need to introduce him to Crazy Dave.
Yeah.
Crazy Dave, of course, is their roadie. He deals heroin on the side, snorts cocaine through his butthole, and he knows how to party.
Is this a joke?
Nope.
You're going to introduce a 6-month-old to that guy?
I want to show him how the other half lives. The cool
That's
half.
kind of you.
And then I will talk to Stevie D, and your son will perform the song Crazy Bitch on stage.
Wow.
With Buck Cherry.
That's great.
And by the time you get home, he'll have a tattoo on his schlong. That's what I'm going to do with There Is No Louie, Only Steve.
Any regrets?
I mean, no, I think he got some culture, learned how to live.
No, but I'm saying any regrets that wasn't the experience. He didn't get any of that. He just stayed with your mother-in-law.
I even had the Buck Cherry tickets bought.
Yeah, that's kind of you.
Yeah.
You got none of that.
Peter.
No.
He probably just got, tummy time.
Yeah.
And cartoons.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He was going to get some tummy time at the T-word bar. Because sometimes their T-words hang down to their tummies.
Yeah, and you're into that.
And so is he. So is Louie, by the way.
And that's what you look at him and go, buddy, I'll be back in about 10 minutes. Just sit here.
Yeah. I do have to have one of the ladies watch him for me.
Yeah,
while I go in the back room.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, because I can't turn down grandma T-words.
Button bar. No, you can't. There's your state fair t-shirt. I can't turn down grandma T-word.
Has anybody submitted an idea yet from our show?
Yes.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
What was it?
Pull my lever. Just had an arrow pointing down.
And Barb's thoughts on that one were positive or negative?
She didn't seem to like it.
Surprised she responded.
Yeah.
Have you?
No, again, but I'm never going to do that because my sense of state fair t-shirts is the worst in the building. Every time I think one's awful, it breaks a record. And vice versa. That shirt's going to be great. Like 6 sell.
Except for a couple of them.
Oof, man.
I've been right about.
I do think that it ought to involve There Is No Louie, Only Steve.
Yeah, that'd be good. I like grandma T-words.
I
sure you do.
Buddy.
Shocks no one.
No, I was quoting him. Hey, thanks to my friends at Gutter Helmet, gutterhelmetmn.com. Never clean your gutters again.
On the fourth day, we'll rest.
That's kind of you. Yeah.
More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this, including John Bonus, whose team is absolutely free-falling. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
My name is Desiree, and I'm a first-generation college student.
I'm Zach. I'm undecided in my major, and I'm a catcher.
This message was sent to you.
$500 down the toilet along with your performance. You are worthless.
Get the hell off the field before you lose me any more money you saw in
This is wrong.
I'm more than a bet.
Stop harassing college athletes over a bet. Learn more at morethanabet.org.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Good morning, everybody. Johnny Bones just entering the room over there with your coffee. So you guys
for the
need a
coffee,
little wake
Johnny
up. Yeah,
Bones.
Johnny Bones is the best in the world.
Yes, he is.
I like that guy. I like his wife. I like you both. I like the bonuses.
How nice.
Hey, Johnny Bones, can I ask you a question that's
Yes.
improper?
Sure.
And I was thinking about this last night, as a matter of fact, as we were watching The Pit.
I'm afraid. Okay, keep going.
Because before we were watching The Pit, I was scrolling through and there was a documentary on some big giant apartment building fire in London.
Yes.
And I was thinking, man, that would be tough to live in a big, tall building like that. Because I know there's a million ways out of there. But do you ever worry about that kind of stuff, living that far up in the sky?
I do not.
No kidding.
I'm good at denial.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm super good at it.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. The biggest issue is getting a puppy downstairs in time to take care of things.
How's that going for you?
It's been going very well, actually.
Is he a puppy or a baby?
She's 5 months.
So a baby.
So I guess a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little crazy.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Had a scare yesterday.
Oh, no.
We were at the dog park and somebody walked in through the gate and she got out of the dog park.
Oh, no.
And immediately took off for home, which included crossing 2 intersections.
Oh, my gosh.
That go in and out of 35W.
Oh, my Lord.
At rush hour.
Oh, my God, Johnny Bones. And she made it, obviously.
Yeah, so she's both the dumbest dog in the entire world, but also the smartest because she made her way like 5 blocks all the way back home and cried at the door of the tower.
Oh, was she standing there? When you got there, she was standing there?
No, well, actually, Chrissy went one direction, I went the other direction, and by the time I got there, she'd already made it way into the lobby. And the guest at the lobby, the host of the lobby, said by then Chrissy had shown up, and they handed her the dog.
Jeez.
She made it there, and she's only lived with you guys for how long?
3 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
She's a genius.
Yeah, except for the running out of the dog park and through the intersection part.
Well, it's just like Louie's weekend with Chris, though.
Yeah.
It's going to harden her.
That's right.
She needs to know about life on the streets.
That's right.
Yeah.
No tattoo left on her underparts, though. That's good. That's the good part. Yeah.
Well, that's
Actually, there is a slight tattoo there. They do that now. When they spay them, they put a little green tattaue or something.
Yeah, like a QR code you can scan.
Yeah.
Just to let everybody know.
Did I just come up with a $1 billion idea?
Maybe.
QR codes on dogs?
Well, they've got
the chips. But but the QR codes.
That's pretty good, Cora.
It's not bad.
I don't know. When you went one way and Chrissy went the other, were you headed towards the dog shelter just to get another dog?
You've never seen a 58-year-old obese man run as fast as that.
Oh, yes, I have.
Yeah, that's Corey's thing.
There's plenty of YouTube channels for that.
Oh, yeah.
Chrissy was
all the time.
Chrissy was like, you're surprisingly fat. You move well for a big man, basically.
Yeah.
That's the fear.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
I can't believe the doggy made it back to your house after 3 weeks. I can't believe it.
It was nuts.
3 weeks?
You'll have to.
Yeah,
you'll have to Sometimes if you make it to our place, I'll show you the route that she had, because she also took the dumbest possible route. Like if she goes one way out of the dog park, she doesn't have to cross any street. She's there in a block and a half. She takes the other route. She has to go around 5-6 blocks around and go through 2 of the busiest intersections of rush hour.
Can I tell you, though, what was going on in her mind?
I got to get home?
No.
What?
Do I go home or do I hit the road?
Yeah, it's always Hawk's mentality.
Is this my chance?
Yeah, that's Hawk's mentality all the time.
Potentially.
Don't go looking for him.
Yeah. Do I hit the road now?
I think we
live like a hobo.
Yeah, I think we see a window into Hawk's mentality. But, but you haven't hit the road yet.
No, I haven't. What's Doggy's name?
Day after day after day. Rosa.
Yeah, Rosa's thinking.
Rosa.
I'm out.
Here's where I can go.
Yeah.
I can go to the Black Hills. I can go live amongst
Deadwood?
my people.
Yeah.
Which are?
I don't know where she's from. I don't even know what kind of dog she is.
Kentucky.
Yeah, she's going to go back down to Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
And live amongst the hill people.
The hill people.
Do some diddling.
Yeah.
Because you don't get to diddle in your place. You know that as well as she does.
Well,
yeah.
I'm not getting in her way.
Yeah, good point. Bonus will leave the room.
I can't believe she made it home.
Yeah.
Good for you. That's a real test. It worked.
Yeah.
It's like throwing the kid in the deep end. You
We're gonna
let her out of the dog park and say, we'll see you at home or we won't.
Yeah, we're going to start teaching
What a
her.
gamble.
We're going to start teaching her the shorter way home from the dog park for when she escapes.
Call her Uber?
Yeah.
Take the one that doesn't cross the major intersections, dummy.
Oh, man. Did you get in trouble? Did you slap somebody around for leaving the gate open?
No. We both were taking off. Went running right past the person.
What if the person felt bad?
I'm sure she did.
Yeah, I would have. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. She was expressing regret as we were sprinting away from her to chase the trucking dog.
Oh, man. God, thank God that
trucking. Those were the TR.
Yeah. No.
Thank God the doggy didn't get pancaked.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Oh, that would
the worst.
Yeah.
Good dog.
Good dog.
Good job. It'd have been great if she'd have pushed the elevator button and went up and locked you guys out of your own apartment. This is my place now, bitches.
Look, I'm not trying to get into this inside the mind of a dog. I don't know what they're thinking about. But is there any chance that your dog Crosa was watching the Twins lose 11-2 and just said, "I can't take this anymore"?
I'm just going to run right into traffic.
It's over for them.
Oh my God, this team.
It's over.
Remember when your team was done and then they were unstoppable and now they're done again?
Yeah, I do.
How does that happen?
Because that's happened in 2.5 months.
Right. How does that happen in the course of one season where a team looks like they're going to be one of the 4 or 5 worst teams in baseball? Then they look like they're one of the 4 or 5 best teams in baseball, and now they're back to being one of the worst.
Sure, it happened last year, too.
That's so strange, though.
Last year, they were 17 games over 500 heading into the middle of August. And we're like, we got this. We got a real team here. And then they lost, 30 of their last 40, basically?
And they ran right into oncoming traffic.
Yeah, they did. They went left when they should have gone right.
And ended up, 2 games above 500. We have had a lot of debates about this on the Gleeman of the Geek podcast, which you can find at gleemanofthegeek.com or
now with video.
Now with video. Actually,
great podcast.
The Gleeman of the Geek podcast now on YouTube, and it is it's fun because we pull out little shorts and stuff, so you don't have to.
You wear little shorts?
I pull out my little shorts.
Pull up your little shorts and show them off. Yeah,
that's hot. That's it.
Adorable.
Yeah, Gleeman, very appreciative. Yeah, and we debated a lot, and the answer is, are they really good? Are they really bad? Are they really good? And then they end up at 500. Like, are they just the one thing they aren't is 500? Like they're either really good or they're really bad, and then they end up at 500. So I don't know. I don't know what to do with this team.
Below it.
I mean, the pitching staff. We couldn't believe how good the pitching staff was 4 weeks ago. And now in June, they've got a 9 ERA or something. Like, it's crazy. For the last 3 weeks, they've basically given up a run per inning.
They've been outscored in their last 4 games 46-16.
Yeah. Well,
is that good?
No. Nope.
When's the All-Star break?
3 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
July 14th, something like that.
All-Star break and then hit the gas.
That being said, Byron Buxton should be the starting center fielder for the American League All-Star.
Oh, for sure. And by hit the gas, do you mean like a pipe?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's right. Yeah, you got it. You know where I'm at. Yeah.
John, were you ever into bongs?
Not really.
Never in the dongs?
Not really.
Not really. No. No, not really. We kept it straight up.
I don't know if your friends back in the day called you Johnny Bones like we do, but Johnny Bongs is a cool name.
Yeah, that is a cool name.
That is a good name.
Yeah, man.
Let's go watch some baseball and chase some dogs with Johnny Bongs.
Yeah.
I'll take Johnny Bongs for 200, please.
Yeah. Johnny Bongs is a great name.
That's about how much I cost, really.
Hey, speaking of Jeopardy, since I just said I love Jeopardy, that was my transition. Yesterday on Jeopardy,
brilliant.
There's a middle school teacher from Roseville that was the champ.
Roseville.
And Ken Jennings said Do-Young Park's name twice. Because I guess this guy was his teacher, and then now they're like trivia buddies, and Doe got him ready to be on Jeopardy. So
that's awesome.
Some rando guy from Roseville's on Jeopardy as the champ and crediting Do-Young Park for getting him ready for the appearance.
When he was here, I don't know how much he got to talk about it, but there is a online trivia subculture around Jeopardy that is very active. Like there's strategies discussed, and they go through each of the games, and then there's other trivia competitions that kind of have been formed, etc. Because not everybody can be on Jeopardy, right? So they've got a lot of other little trivia competitions they do, etc. It's a thriving online community, and yeah, we've when you end up being on Jeopardy, especially something like the Tournament of Champions or the tournament that Doe was in. You end up knowing some of these people that you're competing against because you already met them online, or you've already seen their work online, or they've been in the forums with you, because it's a tightly knit community.
That's greasy.
Yeah, Doe was telling me about that about a year ago. And he's like, you should get in on this. I go, I don't think you understand the things that I know. Yeah. I don't know what you guys know. That is the wrong community for me.
I saw
that's out of your pay grade.
I saw an initials, apparently Wednesday night. The place we were at last night has initials on Wednesday night.
Is that right?
Storm King.
Yeah, I've heard good things about that place.
Is that a brewery? It's a brewery / barbecue place.
Oh, sweet.
It's 2 blocks from Target Field. There's like 5 breweries within 2 blocks of Target Field right now, all on the same side. They're all within like 3 blocks of each other. I met Dov at one of them last night. And then we went to Storm King afterwards, and I had some good ribs and a couple of good beers, and saw an initials poster up there.
Yeah.
And
Wednesday.
For Wednesday.
Go back Wednesday.
Yeah, go back tomorrow.
Go dominate tomorrow.
I am busy on Wednesday.
Okay.
I've got plans Wednesday night.
What? No, thanks.
You gonna chase a dog?
Is that a euphemism?
Yeah. No. I said dog.
Front Page Sports is next. It's the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
My name is Desiree, and I'm a first-generation college student.
I'm Zach. I'm undecided in my major, and I'm a catcher.
This message was sent to you.
$500 down the toilet along with your performance. You are worthless.
Get the hell off the field before you lose me any more money, you sorry
This is wrong.
I'm more than a bet.
Stop harassing college athletes over a bet. Learn more at morethanabet.org.
And
Morning Show. Max is here. Hi, Maxo.
Hey, what's good, y'all?
What's going on in the TV world today? Anything?
I'm trying to remember what we have going on. Oh, we have Sloan Martin, the Lynx play-by-play, radio play-by-play voice, joining us today. So that's exciting. Otherwise, that says a lot about me. I don't remember what we have on the show.
Well, it's early today. You got plenty of things to figure out.
Yeah, there could be some breaking news.
Yeah, like this. Here's the breaking news.
I'm not a racist. Okay.
Macho Man's not a racist.
Strib, are you listening?
Just in time, we learned that the Macho Man is not racist.
What? I'm not a racist.
What a relief to him and his family.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Holiday Station Stores. Buy 3 Mountain Dews for $5. 3 for $5 for a limited time, but you can mix and match any flavors of Mountain Dew you want, including just regular old Mountain Dew.
Oh, hell yeah.
Which is still the GOAT. But if you like some of the variations of Mountain Dew, have at it, man. At Holiday.
That's right.
Thanks, Holiday.
Baja Blast is
Oh, so great. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bonus, pick a number 1 through 5, because I don't really know what
5.
to lead with today. 5. Jeez, okay.
Give it hell.
Minnesota's top recruit in football, Roman Voss, is staying home, picking the Gophers over Alabama.
Roman Maroney.
The number 1 recruit in the state stays home.
That's right, baby.
What a cool name, Roman
It's a
Voss.
great name.
Position?
He's going to be a tight end for us. He was a quarterback in high school. Kicked a lot of ass, and he had choose between us and Alabama. He chose us.
He's like 6'4".
Yeah.
Right?
That's a huge bitch. They list him as athlete, right? He's one of those guys that my guess is he can play about 15 different positions. So
He'll be tight end.
We got him here.
Yep, that's Gerdsey said last night on the show. You tied in.
Bring it.
Yeah, bring it on, man. Bring it on. So that's what, 2 years in a row we got the number 1.
I think it's
maybe
3.
We got the number 1.
I think it's 3 years in a row.
Keeping them at home. Keeping our way downtown. Looking for dogs who run into traffic.
The Pacers confirmed that Tyrese Halliburton has a torn Achilles. Anybody that watched that game could see that. The freaking thing popped. You can see it in slow motion. But he is likely to miss the entire season next year. Happens in Game 7 of the NBA Finals. So your team mostly, even though they led at halftime after he already got hurt, mostly blows then their chance to win the title in this season and are most likely out of it now for next season because he's gone all of next year. So that's it's a buzzkill.
So he had a calf strain or something, right?
It's all in the same leg.
Yeah.
That's right. That's what happened.
Said he would do it again, though.
I think
It's Game 7.
Kendrick Perkins even tried to tell him, like, hey, just sit it out, which is, it's impossible to tell an NBA player to just sit out a Game 7. Nobody would ever do that.
Especially when you're the best player.
Right. But yeah, it was something that some people that have played saw coming.
Yeah.
But the East is going to be really interesting next year because no Dame for the Bucks, which, I mean, they might not even have no Giannis by the time the season starts, but and also probably more likely no Jason Tatum for the Celtics all season, and now no Tyrese Halliburton. Those are 3 top contenders in the Eastern Conference.
And the Celtics are just shedding the salary, too.
It's going to be Oklahoma City Pistons next year.
Yeah.
How about the Magic?
Oh, yeah.
How about the Knicks?
Desmond Bane.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good.
Oh, hey, man. How are you?
I'm gonna dribbling and basketball and making the 3-peat shots.
3-peat shots?
3-peat shots?
What's a 3-peat?
So you didn't know, do you?
No, I don't.
Well, get up and grip.
Get up and grip?
No, that's right.
All right.
I'll kill you.
You'll kill me.
You'll be watching boy while you're gone.
No, Bobcat.
I'm gonna take him to D-bar.
Where bar?
The T-bar.
No.
We're going to get some granny teas.
Today, the NBA Board of Governors votes on the agreement that transfers ownership to Mark Lowry and Alex Rodriguez from Glenn Taylor of the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Minnesota Lynx. Taylor sold the team for $1.5 billion.
Hello, governors.
And, of course, all the reports say that A-Rod and Mark Lowry are going to attempt to build a new arena because Target Center is one of the NBA's oldest spots. So should be all but done today.
Sweet.
And, sure, the Timberwolves could have moved to New Orleans 30 years ago. So Glenn Taylor did that. And that was about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He tried.
He tried. But look, Glenn, you're a billionaire. You got to own an NBA franchise for 3 decades. You still get courtside seats for the rest of your life. Kick back, celebrate, skin a chicken alive, and call it a day.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Remember that lady who glued her hand to the court? It worked. Good job, lady.
Yeah, that was for you, Glenn. Haul your hands up.
The lady who glued her hand to the court, Woodhawk.
Listen, I love stuck ladies.
Oh, my God.
Am I right?
Talk about it.
Was he this horny when I was gone?
I'm not. I don't know what that has to do with being horny. I don't know what you're talking about.
Talk about
it. Hold on.
Oh, my.
The Minnesota Twins lost to the Mariners 11-2.
It's over.
So, Johnny Bones, tell me about this. Is it Cal Raleigh? Is that how you say his last name?
Yeah, with 32 home runs. Yeah.
32 home runs. He leads the major leagues.
Wow. 32?
And that is his 4th straight game with a home run. Seattle hit 4 in the game as a team, but Cal hit his 32nd of the year.
Yeah.
He is on a crazy pace.
He is a legit MVP candidate right now. I mean, if you watched the weekend series which not a lot of people can do because it's a West Coast series, versus the Mariners when the Twins went out there. He just hits everything. He just home run after home run after home run. Twins are helping him out with his MVP cause, no question about it. But yeah, he's one of them. I mean, it's him or Judge right now. And then, I would put it as a dark horse would be Byron Buxton, given the year that he's having. But unless his team actually does something, I don't see that happening.
The Twins have lost 4 straight. They've lost 14 of 17. They're now 37-41. They host Seattle again tonight at 6:40. Chris Paddock for the Twins. Twins are now 4th in the Central, 11.5 games behind Detroit, and they are 3.5 games back in the wild card, trailing something like 5 or 6 teams.
Yes.
Including Seattle, who holds the final wild card spot.
Right. They've just melted down. I mean, it's not even one of those things where, like, you take a week ago when you took a look at, the Twins were on a bit of a slide, you'd be like, yeah, but, they lost a close game to Houston. They lost another close game to Houston. They lost a debatable game versus Cincinnati. Now they're just getting blown out. It's not only that they lost 14 of 17, it's that these games are not close. It's not that they're not winning the close games. I mean, they're probably not winning the close games, but there aren't that many close games. Their pitching staff their rotation has completely fallen apart since Pablo Lopez got hurt, 2 weeks ago, which is odd because it's not like they weren't. You had a lot of pitchers on that staff who were doing really well, and then Pablo Lopez got hurt, and now suddenly everybody's melting down. When Joe Ryan is the one guy that is somewhat dependable on that staff right now, and the David Festa, who everybody had high hopes for, has not really panned out. Bailey Ober is absolutely regressing. He's fighting some sort of hip problem. We will see if Chris Paddock can, maintain his run that he had in May and not so much what we've seen in June. Xavier Woods Richardson's had, some coin flip games. You just got a lot of coin flip pitchers now. And I don't mean coin flips meaning, the team either wins or loses. I mean, they're either competitive or they're completely uncompetitive. And then some of the competitive games you win.
Should the Twins clean house?
Yeah, we talked a little bit about that or referenced it in yesterday's Gleaming the Geek Patreon podcast. I mean, ask me in a month, right?
I'm going to forget.
In a month is the trade deadline. They've got a month to turn this around. I noticed Matthew Leach from MLB.com, his latest headline was something like, Falvey not concentrating on selling at the trade deadline. Well, I mean, of course he's not. They are only 3.5 games out of the wild card spot. They have shown that they can go on these tears where they end up winning a ton of games. But when that's the headline, you can see where things are trending. And the truth is they don't have that much they can trade at the deadline. They have, a few, maybe Chris Paddock, maybe Willie Castro, maybe Harrison Bader. These are the guys who are free agents. Other than that, you're talking about guys that you're planning on keeping around for future years. Sauce asked off Mike about Byron Buxton. Byron Buxton, I think there's going to be a lot of discussion about whether or not they should trade Byron Buxton. First of all, everybody knows Byron Buxton's injury history. It's not just the Twins. That's not a secret to everybody. But the biggest thing is Byron Buxton has a no-trade clause. I don't know why Byron Buxton wants to leave. So now, the one reason you could maybe say is maybe they rework his contract. He's a relatively affordable contract right now. He's only making $15 million a year. And he's playing at a $30 million a year level right now. So, could somebody approach them and say, we'll take on the injury history and pay you an extra, extend your contract or end up giving you some payment or something, and that if you waive your no trade clause, maybe. But I think we're still a month away. Although, if they could keep playing like this, maybe we're only a matter of weeks away from really needing to decide what they're going to do with this team long term. I mean, it feels a lot like this organization is in stasis. And it's because...
Explain that to Sauce.
What does that mean?
Standing still.
Like neutral?
Yeah, right. And it's partly because I think that comes from the top down. Right?
Now explain to him homeostasis.
I don't even really know what homeostasis is.
I just wanted to say homeo.
Your favorite Shakespeare character.
Right.
It's the fan fiction that I wrote. It's less about the love story. It's more about the families hating each other.
He didn't kill himself over Juliet.
Yep.
No.
Juliet tried to flip him.
Yep.
Yeah.
He wasn't having it. He just liked the outfits.
Yeah, he'll be here on Thursday.
All right. Anyway, yeah, they got some stuff they got to figure out over there. But first, they got to just try to turn this around.
What really matters is next. More scores, more stats, and then Chris will change your life with something else. Your life's going to be better in the next segment. That's probably an overstatement.
That's true.
We'll see.
No, it's absolutely true. You nailed it.
My name is Desiree, and I'm a first-generation college student.
I'm Zach. I'm undecided in my major, and I'm a catcher.
This message was sent to you.
$500 down the toilet along with your performance. You are worthless.
Get the hell off the field before you lose me any more money, you sorry
This is wrong.
I'm more than a bet.
Stop harassing college athletes over a bet. Learn more at morethanabet.org.
Good morning, everybody. March Morning Show. Bonesy's over there. Maxo's over here. Saucy's back. Corey. Marzi will be in a little bit. And a little bit later, we're going to have a little game, a little quiz game for you guys.
Oh, sweet.
That's right. A little game for you guys. So lots to get to on today's show. You tuned into the right Power Trip Morning Show, this one.
It's the best one.
I think it's the only one.
It is the only one. It's what really matters. I'll do scores and stats, and then Chris will tell you something more interesting. Ready?
Yeah.
That's what really matters.
That's what really matters, right?
Groundbreaking yesterday in Las Vegas, Nevada for the A's Stadium. It is expected to be ready for the 2028 season. Of course, they demolished the Tropicana in October to make space for it.
Have a nice day.
How about this, Johnny Bones? A couple of things. It will be the smallest stadium in Major League Baseball at just 33,000 people. Really? Yep, 33K.
Where is it? Let's hear it.
That's in Las Vegas on the corner of Tropicana and Las Vegas Boulevard.
Thank you for stopping.
Yep, You're welcome. How about this? Some people have said, who the hell wants to play baseball in summer in Las Vegas, right? Clearly, this has to be an enclosed stadium.
Right.
Like
How about this, though? Rather than a centralized cooling system, air conditioning will be distributed through the seats.
Good idea.
Oh, hell yeah.
I have a lot of questions about that, but that's what they're doing. Air conditioning will not be a centralized cooling system. It'll be distributed through the seats.
Interesting.
Interesting is correct.
Yeah. No more warm privates.
But it's going to be enclosed? It's going to be an indoor stadium?
I mean, it has to.
Where?
Right?
Las Vegas, Pee Wee.
Nobody wants to play in 110 degrees.
My God. Yeah, I've been to a minor league game in Vegas.
Why?
It's hot.
Oh.
Because it's baseball. That's why, Saucy, you know me.
Hey, honestly, because, we're such big Twins fans, and
we are.
Then we obviously are much bigger baseball fans than the average show. I think we should probably go to Vegas and cover this.
Probably should.
Let's begin, shall we?
I mean, it happened yesterday, but I want the reaction on the streets.
Yeah.
See what the fans think.
Twins game 2 weeks ago with Johnny Bones.
Yeah, exactly. See, you should have been covering this groundbreaking.
Who'd they play?
Who'd they play?
Yeah.
They played the, hold on, I do know this. I saw the game. Buxton had a big game.
Yes.
Against the, I can see it. Don't nobody tell me.
Nope.
Don't nobody tell me. Damn it, straight to hell. I saw it. I saw the whole thing. I stayed for the whole
watched the game. We talked about it. Yes.
Cove.
Hi.
Damn it, who'd they play?
You know the guy from Karate Kid's last name is Cove, but it's spelled with a K?
There's a few people in Karate Kid.
The main bad guy that owns the Cobra Kai dojo.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, his real name is Martin Cove.
Yeah, he was a real butthole.
Yeah, yes, he was.
You guys should fight.
Yeah.
I think he would win.
Then kiss.
Yeah.
John
like
Kreese,
hard
right?
kiss.
Kills.
That kills.
Anyway, you think about what team they were playing. We'll do more of this. What really matters is this.
Damn, I can't believe I can't remember. I mean, I saw the whole game. Damn it. It'll come to me in a minute. Don't nobody talk to me for a minute. All right, so last night, watched a show called The Underdogs from National Geographic. And it's pretty new. And it's about animals in the wild and stuff. The best part is, though, is it's voiced by Ryan Reynolds. And it's basically Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. It's freaking hilarious. And I learned some blank. I learned some stuff. So, for instance, did you know koalas, they eat what?
Eucalyptus.
That's right.
Yes. Yeah.
But eucalyptus is toxic to their babies. So, the koala mama eats the eucalyptus, and then the child consumes it after it's been run through their system.
Is that right?
That's correct. You heard me.
Eats the mom's poop.
That's correct, sir.
Man.
That's what happens. The Joey eats the boopy.
You know what's weird?
Wow.
Is that a direct quote from the doc?
Almost probably is.
Is a koala baby called a Joey?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
That's right.
Yes.
A young Joey.
I didn't know that.
You
Yeah,
ever
they're
been-
I
Joeys.
thought it was kangaroos or Joeys.
There's our
kangaroos
two.
are.
There are two. There are two guys named Joey.
Didn't know that. Oh,
You've ever been around koalas? That makes sense. They smell like ass. And
And they
pee.
have STDs.
Yeah,
well, that's
they
the
have
thing
it.
is
Yeah.
when they're riddled with chlamydia,
Yeah.
eating poop
Wait.
is like the least
Yeah.
of their problems.
Wait, so these eat poop and have STDs, so they're basically hawks down.
How freaking dare you? These things are cute.
Oh, poor Dwight.
He's handsome.
Yeah, he is handsome.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah, it's pretty grody, man. And it's funny because, they don't pull any punches on this show. This is the first show I've ever seen that actively shows animals dying.
See.
It's pretty funny.
Jeez.
It is. You got to see it to know what I'm talking
funny?
about. I'll tell you in the next What Really Matters.
Okay.
he's
Pretty funny.
The NBA draft is tomorrow and Thursday. The Wolves select 17th and 31st. Dallas will pick Duke's Cooper Flag with the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
Spurs go second. Sixers go third. What really matters, though, is this.
Am I right in saying that the Wolves are probably going to take Mindy Kaling?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mindy. Fantastic on The Office.
I think they trade the pick, but yeah.
Is that right?
So
Yeah.
no Mindy.
No Mindy.
I mean, could I see them
Yes.
maybe
Well, that's
keeping
today.
the pick? Possibly. Do I call other teams and see what they're offering? Maybe. You heard it here first, by the
Are
way.
you just covering all your bases so
Yep.
you're not wrong?
Yep.
All
You
right.
heard it here first. Just
Wait.
remember that I said it first.
Will you tell us on Thursday who
I'll
they
tell
take in the first
100%.
round?
I'll tell you.
Thank you.
So glass frogs,
What?
glass
Oh.
frogs, live in the Andes.
The mint area?
My good friend Andes.
Oh.
Man, I do love Andes mints.
Yeah, those are great.
The Mint area. Why don't you
right.
sit this one out?
He's right. He's right.
You missed me.
Had nobody to pick on for like 3 days.
Yeah.
Sucked.
The glass frog is fascinating. Now, the underdogs are these animals you don't know anything about that do crazy things. And the first episode was about animals that have superpowers. For instance, the koala feeds their babies with their poopy. The glass frog, first of all, loves orgies. Second of all,
What's special about that?
well, so he got a bunch of ladies pregnant. right?
Ribbit.
Right? A bunch of ladies pregnant. But his job's not done there. After he gets them pregnant and they have the babies, his job is to watch all the babies till they grow up, till they become froggies and not tadpoles anymore. So they're in these sacks and all these little babies, and he's got to go around from leaf to leaf checking on these babies. Pretty fascinating.
Unless you go to Dubai and just tweet out that you ain't paying child support
that's a good
anymore.
point.
That's a good point. But he's still got to sleep even though he's got 120 babies. Mm-hmm. So here's his superpower.
Okay.
Because there's snakes that love to eat these glass frogs. He slows his heart rate down, puts all his blood into his liver, and becomes invisible. And I swear to you, you watch this sumbitch become invisible on this leaf, and this dumbass snake slides right by him, doesn't know he's there. It's the craziest thing. And then he just goes right back to banging.
Wow. Man,
it's incredible.
Oh, to be a glass frog.
It's incredible. You can't believe it.
So
He
if he's
disappears.
invisible, though, how does the snake not find the babies?
Well, the snake don't eat the babies. Snake only eats the grown frog.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the frog was nice to the snake, so
That's
the
right.
snake kept going. Yeah.
Oh, it's the manners
You got to
thing.
be nice to him, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, man, that does go a long way.
This is a sweet toad.
Right.
You love frogs.
I do.
It's a big toad.
It's your favorite animal.
It is.
Favorite
Wow,
animal.
this is cool.
Did you know this about the glass frog, since you're such a frog
I
fan?
did not.
You did not know?
No, I did not.
The
I didn't know they lived in the mint area. Now I want Andy's mints.
Quick, what's your favorite animal?
The Andes.
Frog.
I don't know. Frog? Frog? Well, frog is wrong.
Frog is wrong. Hey, ladies and gents, but mostly Max.
Hey.
You just mentioned, Tyrese Halliburton, torn Achilles, Jason Tatum, torn Achilles, Dame Lillard, torn Achilles, right? The NBA landscape is changing. Kevin Durant just traded. A lot of wheeling and dealing the next couple of days with the NBA draft.
It's Dame Judy Dench.
The DraftKings odds to win the 2026 NBA Finals.
Yeah.
See if you can nail the top 5. Go.
OKC.
They are the favorites at plus 225.
I'd imagine that the Timberwolves are in there.
They are 5th at 13-1.
Okay. The NY Knicks.
They are tied for 3rd at 8.5-1.
The Denver Nuggets.
Nope, they're behind us.
Oh.
Warriors?
Nope.
Really?
Just because they got LeBron and Luka, the Lakers?
They are right behind us. They're 6th at 14-1.
Okay, the Cavs.
Cavs are tied with the Knicks at 8.5-1, and you're forgetting the second place team. You got everybody but number 2.
Who would it? It can't still be Boston, right?
Nope.
East, West,
West.
Man, am I tripping? I don't know. No, it's not the Nuggets. It's not the Wolves. It's not the. Is it the Clippers? Rockets.
The Rockets.
Because of Kevin Durant.
7.5-1.
What buenos
The
dias?
Houston Rockets.
That's kind of crazy that they're that high. I think we're all forgetting that Kevin Durant is about to be 40 years old.
Yeah, they were the 2nd seed, though.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just putting it in the spin zone because I'm salty that we didn't get him.
Yeah, but
he's old.
More of what really matters after this. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
My name is Desiree, and I'm a first-generation college student.
I'm Zach. I'm undecided in my major, and I'm a catcher.
This message was sent to you.
$500 down the toilet along with your performance. You are worthless.
Get the hell off the field before you lose me any more money, you sorry.
This is wrong.
I'm more than a bet.
Stop harassing college athletes over a bet. Learn more at morethanabet.org.
The ultimate day of heavy metal is almost here. Don't miss out on Summer of Loud 2025 at Somerset Amphitheater on July 11th with performances from Parkway Drive, I Prevail, Beartooth, and more. Get full show and ticket details now at KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
Thanks, Max.
Well done.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. All right, should we continue?
Yeah, man.
More of what really matters, more scores and stats, and then Chris has probably more animal facts.
You damn right.
Why not? Look, I know a lot of people tweeted this to us, and to be honest, I would say 98% of the time when 1,000 people tweet us something, it's like, all right, we saw it, we're paying attention to, but I appreciate the support just in case. This was the opposite. If this hadn't been tweeted to me, I would not have seen this.
What buenos dias?
So this is one of those 2 or 3 percenters where it's like, wow, this would have slipped through the cracks. Thanks for the shout out. So appreciate all the people that helped me learn that New York Mets pitcher Richard Lovelady officially does want to go by Dickie. So his name is Dickie Lovelady. And a lot of people tweeted that at us.
Oh, yeah.
And I would not have seen that.
Yeah.
So yes, his real name is Richard Lovelady. And he prefers to be called Dickie, D-I-C-K-Y, Dickie Lovelady. Chris, your thoughts?
Dickie Lovelady.
Yes, It's his name. What are your thoughts?
I mean, if you're going to do that, you like it. You like the name.
Yep.
You like being called Dickie.
You love it. You lean right into it.
You're going for it, man.
Yep.
You've always thought you were a Dickie.
Yep.
And you do love ladies.
And I think he was a saint. Paul Saint?
Well,
as recently as like last week.
Was he really?
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Am I wrong about this?
No, it says right here in the TMZ Sports that he signed a minor league deal with the St. Paul Saints, the Minnesota Twins AAA squad, where he posted a 1.31 ERA in 19 games. So we had our hands on Dickie.
Yeah, we let him go.
And let him go.
I say we let him go.
How did we get Dickie out of the building?
Yeah, I think he had just left that team when Bat Boy made the appearances. There wasn't room for both Dickie Lovelady and Bat Boy.
TMZ Sports says Dickie opted out of the deal after not getting the call to the major leagues, with the Mets, though, offering him a gig in their bullpen. Safe to say all eyes will be on Dickie when he takes the mound.
Yeah.
Man, and people say we're childish. Look at TMZ Sports. Grow up, TMZ.
Yeah.
The man's fulfilling his dreams.
Yeah, leave him alone.
What really matters, though, is this.
The Honey Badger don't care. The Honey Badger don't care.
No, not at all.
And if you were to watch Underdogs with Ryan Reynolds on National Geographic, you would watch wild dogs try to rip a honey badger in half.
Jeez.
Honey Badger don't care. Honey Badger don't give a shit. Just takes what it wants.
But the honey badger has loose skin. And so you watch these wild dogs try to rip him in half, and they get so frustrated they just give up and go away. And the honey badger goes back to being a honey badger.
The honey badger has been referred to by the Guinness Book of World Records as the most fearless animal in all of the animal kingdom. It really doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty incredible. You got, even just for that part of this little documentary, episode 1 of this show, you got to watch the honey badger part. It's fascinating. He gets stung by snakes. He gets stung by bees. He gets they try to rip him in half. He just keeps moving, and then he just keeps eating that honey.
Explain to me the two words "loose skin."
I'm telling you, it's like his skin is made of rawhide, and so when they're yanking on him, trying to pull him apart, the skin just expands and expands and expands and expands.
It's like stretch.
Like
Mr.
Armstrong.
That's right. They got him by the head. And you think, well, we're about to see, because by this point, you've already seen a lot of things die.
Yeah.
Right?
Wow.
And you're like, well, we're going to watch this honey badger die, but he doesn't die because they can't pull him apart. They just give up and go away.
Oh. They meat sauced it.
Yeah. Brilliant. Way to go, honey badger.
Yeah, brill.
All right, Mark Parrish isn't here, so Chris, this is just for you.
Oh, yes.
No. We've done this before.
Yep.
But we're going to do it again.
All right.
The Celtics are trading Drew Holiday to Portland for Anthony Simons and 2 second-round picks. Simons is on an expiring contract, and Drew Holiday has a whole bunch of money coming his way. So basically, Boston is getting rid of a ton of salary because they would have faced $40 million in luxury tax payments next year with Drew Holiday. So Holiday goes to Portland, Simons goes to Boston. Drew Holiday, Chris, how do you spell his first name?
Are you guys going to gamble or anything?
Oh, wow. That was kind of confident.
Yeah.
Sauce, do you think he remembers? Because he said that strangely.
I think he remembers.
You do?
Yeah, do you?
I would have bet the house that he didn't, but the way that he just said that, unless this is a reverse tell, you think he does?
I think he does.
Man.
He doesn't even remember the Twins played the Texas Rangers 2 weeks ago. So I'm thinking I'll go nil.
All right,
this is a sport that matters.
I'll bet you a Caniac, unless he saw it in the news this morning, but I'm going to bet you a Caniac that he cannot spell his name.
Okay.
You on?
On, yeah.
All right, go.
It's the dumbest thing of all time. And you guys just act like it's normal to spell your name J-R-U when your name is Drew.
Give me that chicken!
That's not right?
Yes!
Close. It's not right.
J-R-U-E.
You forgot the E.
Dumber.
And that chicken is mine.
Well,
Boom.
I mean, he knew it started with a J.
It doesn't matter. You got to spell the whole name. He forgot the E.
What
are you talking about?
No, he got it.
No, he did not.
No, the J
J-R-U is not right.
Yes, it is.
So hang on. If somebody says, I bet you $1,000 you can't spell Paul's name, if I go, P? Well, he got the P right.
No, he got it right.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did. He knew it started with a J. That's what matters.
No.
Yes.
Are you nuts?
Yes.
It's a spelling contest, and he didn't spell it right.
He got the J part right.
No, this is not Jeff Lambert going, you did pretty good, Paulie.
No,
Close
that's
enough.
not it.
No, that's a wrong answer.
I think I'm right.
Bonus, Max, come on. Did he spell it right, yes or no?
Yeah, Corey wins the bet.
100%. You spelled it wrong.
Yeah.
Max.
You got to have the E in there.
I mean, I got to give it to Core.
Yeah, he spelled it wrong, Sauce.
Yeah.
Put it on the board. Yes.
We're back to 10.
It is the dumbest way to spell that name. And you guys act like it's normal. It's not. It's dumb.
No, we don't act like it's normal.
Yes, you do. You act like you should call him Drew.
J-Roo. Terrible.
J-Roo.
God, when you said JR, I'm like, God dang it.
Same.
Then you left off the E.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, right, Rosie.
What really matters, though, is this.
And then you've got the barnacle goose.
The barnacle goose?
Yeah, which looks just like a regular goose. But they go up to somewhere, like, I don't know, Alaska or something like that, and have their babies. But this barnacle goose in this show, they have 4 babies. It's him and his wife. And they live at the top of this rock formation because that's where they got to, try to protect the babies. Out of the 4 babies, one of them, because the dad, when the mom has to go get some food, leaves it unprotected. So one of the other birds comes in, steals its egg, and eats it. Then the second one, Larry accidentally kicks off the side of the mountain.
Whoops.
Then the third one thinks he can fly, and he jumps off like they're supposed to. But their bones are really not brittle at that point. They're like rubbery, so they're made to jump off these cliffs. But when he lands, as soon as he lands, another bird comes down and grabs him and eats him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Only one of the 4 chicks makes it out. And it's absolutely hilarious watching these damn little tiny birds meet their end.
This is why we get 4 of them. Yeah.
I'm telling you. You got to watch this show.
Somebody tell Glenn Taylor that this kind of chick porn is available.
Yeah.
That might be his thing.
Larry kicks one of the babies off the side accidentally.
God.
Just kicks it off the side of the mountain. It's called Underdogs.
Well, now it's somebody else's problem.
Yeah, correct.
Underdogs on Disney Plus. Ryan Reynolds, basically as Deadpool, narrating this show.
Interesting.
It's really, really good.
All right, try this one on for size, ladies and gents. Chris, do you have any idea, nor should you, but
J-R-U-E.
Nope. Do you have any idea what team Daniel Gafford plays for?
I don't even know what sport Daniel Gafford plays.
Brilliant.
Is it basketball?
It sure is.
Okay.
Well, sure I do.
That is?
Detroit Pistons?
Nope.
Timberwolves?
Nope.
You had the first letter, right? The
Which
first time.
The first time? Dallas?
Dallas. He plays for Dallas. Dallas has given him 3 years and $60 million. Who cares, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
Daniel Gafford's getting $60 million. He cares. Here's something I didn't know until I saw that story this morning, though.
What position is he?
He's a center. He's a huge bitch. He's one of the guys that
dunked all over.
Caught a million lobs.
Last year, where Derek Lively and Gafford were the 2 that were catching Luka lobs all the time and dunking all over the Wolves.
This is a Nas Reed comp, potentially?
Well, no, because this guy's a true just
center.
lob threat. He doesn't have an outside game. But check this out. Here's proof that he doesn't have an outside game. He's 26 years old. Since he joined the NBA in 2019, he has the highest field goal percentage in the NBA. And I'll give you this little hint. If he had scored 2,000 baskets in his career, he's not there yet, he would have the highest field goal percentage for a career in NBA history because he just catches lobs.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is his career field goal percentage? I'm already tipping the hand, right? Tipping my my hand that he is all-time best if he was eligible.
75.
67.
70.
72.
70.9.
Damn.
Look at you.
Whew. So DeAndre Jordan has the all-time high at 67.4. But again, that's 2,000 baskets made or more. So Gafford's not, quote,
that
eligible yet.
Lob Central.
Lob
too.
Central.
Yeah.
Rudy Gobert is second at 65.6. It doesn't feel like that if you watch him.
No.
But he doesn't shoot enough. But Daniel Gafford, 70.9% of the shots that he takes, he makes, because they're mostly just layups or dunks.
Incredible.
Pretty incredible. 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
And he's averaging 12, his career in 2024 at least, he averaged 12 points a game. So it's not like he's not scoring either, because Rudy's is probably, 60 whatever percent. It's like 5 points.
But it was very clear, especially against Oklahoma City, that the offense should never run through Rudy.
Ever.
He should never shoot from further out than 2 or 3 feet. It should be layups and dunks, and that's it.
Yeah.
And layups that are open, because once they're contested, he gets so uncoordinated and can't figure it out. Just lob it and dunk it to him.
There were so many times during, I think it was the Lakers series, where he would just start dribbling, and you're like, stop.
Yep.
Just hand the ball back to Ant and move on.
The year prior, whenever Cat would cross half court, you'd go, oh no, he's already decided he's going all the way no matter what happens. And that was a train wreck. This year, it was whenever Rudy caught the ball from 5 feet or further out, and you could tell he would square up going, oh, Rudy, no, you're
Rudy.
too far away, buddy.
No, just pass.
And then he would just kick it out of bounds, launch it into the upper deck like it was a T-shirt cannon.
No.
I could just hear the Benny Hill music playing every time the ball got passed to him.
Yeah.
Good morning, Marnie.
Good morning.
The champ is here. The champ is here. Well done.
Come on now. Well, that was a fun game.
That was a fun game on Friday. You guys stole it right out of our hands. Oh, well deserved, well earned.
Thank you.
Well played.
It is not very often in a password game at any level, tournament or not, or just playing for fun, for commons anyway, for the program password, that it comes down to the final clue and either team can win on that final item.
Yep.
I mean, that is a rare, evenly matched matchup. I enjoyed it.
You should have. You guys earned
Especially
it.
the end.
The champs. I panicked with Hole. Something I say from time to time.
Thanks for stopping.
I put Gerdzie in a bad spot on that last one. You guys swiped it.
Yeah, but that's not what won or lost the match. It was blow. It was blow after blow.
Yep.
Can I ask a question, Macho Man?
No more questions.
I'm sorry about that.
That's how I felt too. No more
If your
questions.
question is, can you use hyphenated words? The answer is no.
No,
and now I know that.
And I didn't want to win like that, but if we would have got that last one right, technically those points that you handed us would have been a part of it.
But them's the rules.
That's
part
the rules,
of it.
man. Them's the breaks, as they
I
like to
screwed
say.
that one up big time.
Things you wouldn't understand.
Yeah, you wouldn't understand. More with Marnie Gellner and with John Bonus after this Power Trip Morning Show on the...
My name is Desiree, and I'm a first-generation college student.
I'm Zach. I'm undecided in my major, and I'm a catcher.
This message was sent to you.
$500 down the toilet along with your performance. You are worthless.
Get the hell off the field before you lose me any more money, you sorry
This is wrong.
I'm more than a bet.
Stop harassing college athletes over a bet. Learn more at morethanabet.org.
Hey, it's me, your heart. Mind if I pick the next song? Listen, even though we're eating better, people who've had one heart attack are at higher risk of another. But Repatha Evolocumab plus a statin lowers LDL-C, our bad cholesterol, and our heart attack risk. So let's talk to our doctor about Repatha.
Do not take Repatha if you're allergic to it. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Get medical help right away if you have trouble breathing or swallowing, swelling of the face, lips, tongue, throat, or arms. Common side effects include runny nose, sore throat, common cold symptoms, flu or flu-like symptoms, back pain, high blood sugar, and redness, pain, or bruising at the injection site. View the important safety information in our banner. Listen to your heart. Ask your doctor about Repatha.
It's Megan.
Are you ready for hashtag Megan Summer?
Megan?
Megan.
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 Megan? Would you prefer that I give you a printout that you can read at your own pace?
Megan?
Yes, it's me. What a shock, etc.
On June 27th.
She is a smoking hot warrior princess.
All right, meat sacks, let's get to work. Are you going to stand in my way?
The Bee is back.
You think you learned your lesson the first time? Megan.
Megan 2.0, only in theaters June 27th, rated PG-13.
With great deals coming this Prime Day, July 8th through the 11th, greatness is a deal away. So if you love baking, you can get a deal on a new mixer, transforming you into the Lord of the Loaves.
Here
Hear ye, make way for the baron of brioche, the sultan of sourdough, the lord of the loaves, prime member Dave!
Yeah, hi?
Shop great deals this Prime Day, July 8th through the 11th.